So I got some Harbor Freight workbenches, the metal ones. Thought about getting the wooden ones, and then I decided that the metal ones worked fine. And you can see there's a little note up there in the corner that says, "Do not pick up by the straps," but these boxes are heavy, and that's exactly what I used to pick them up. Let's see now. So that was the beginning was the box, and then this is the end. As I said, I bought two. One is more for workbench, and one is more for storage. Different type of workbench, not cutting, building things. But I'm an architect, so I have some people in my printer and so my seals, all the different states I'm licensed in, and some drawings. I think that worked out pretty good for both functions. Anyway, my takeaways from it are $109 each is what I paid for them. The box is very, very heavy. All the necessary parts were included. I didn't find any shortage of anything. And the precision is quite impressive. All of the holes lined up. Anything that needed to be fastened together through the use of nuts and bolts, boom, lined up perfectly. There's some parts where it makes it easier if there's two people to put it together, but I did it by myself with the help of that supervisor that you saw in the first slide. And a clamp does that. So my satisfaction level, 100%. It's $109. It's got a light. It's got 3 outlets, and it's got 2 drawers. And it can't beat it. That's very happy. The assembly book, which is the reason I'm really making this presentation, is that I've watched others. I saw people, fast action assemble these things, and I've seen other people talk about it in the parts and the accessories and such. But I didn't see anybody provide the pictures of the assembly booklet. So, I'm including that. And that's really what this presentation is all about. But it was a logical progression that they went through. They said, do this first, do this, and then this, and then this, and I followed their instructions almost completely, except for one thing that I'll talk about it a little later on that I think makes more sense to do it in a different order. Basically, it comes in a box like that, and I had some help getting the straps all disconnected, and that's what it looks like when you open it up. And this is the booklet. And that's really the purpose of the slide, is just to show the booklet, because I thought I was looking at various really nicely well done presentations on this workbench by other people, but none that I could find shared the book. And so I wanted to share the booklet so that if that's what you are looking for, then you'll be able to see that here. And I thought the book was clearly illustrated. It has a logical step-by-step process, and it's basically, I found it very difficult to make a mistake. To pay attention to what they're suggesting that you do. You follow the order that they suggest, and it's very simple. The equipment, I think, the accessories, the drawer slides, and even the bolts and the nuts or the screws, whichever is the proper terminology. Really good quality stuff. Now here's where I would say make not to follow the order that they recommend, and that's just putting the lamp on before you put the shelf on, because to screw the lamp brackets in when the shelf is upside down is not likely to be very easy to do, and I did not attempt that. I simply put the screws on into the brackets that hold the lamp on top of the workbench, and then I put the top shelf on. And they're suggesting that you do the shelf first and then put the light up. And I just don't think that makes sense. So it really takes a lot of pressure to get the screws into the clamps, and it's just trying to do that upside down would not be practical. So I didn't try that. Anyway, there's the rest of the book. Anybody's interested in this part of it, there it is. Beautiful graphics. That any doubt about how things work, and all of the pieces were there. There were no shortage of any parts, anything like that. So that's the beginning. That's the opening of the box. That's what it looks like when you open it up. Took a little bit of a look at the booklet to begin with. This is what comes in there with the fasteners. They're nicely labeled. They tell you which fastener letter to use for each different part. I found this to be helpful. I have a lot of these coffee containers that I've saved. I don't really have anything in them. So, but I put the different fasteners in the different containers, and it just made it convenient. Certainly not necessary, but it did make it a lot convenient. They're well labeled. Like I said, there's not any excess, but there's not any shortage either. If you need 10 of these objects, you got 10 of the objects in there. And then I just used the clothespins to hold the letters on each one, and went through the process. It's very, very simple. So this is the beginning. This is what it looked like when I started out. And if you want to watch somebody else put it together, there's plenty of videos that can see the whole process. I shared the book, and I think that the only thing that I did differently was I put the lights on first, and then when I finished, I put some of these same thing that I put on the floor, which is just a foam grid, which I got those at Home Depot, and seems to work pretty nicely there. And store my equipment down below. And then, I got my printer and my seals and some documents in my briefcase. It sits over here, so I didn't have to put that nice material there. Just a regular surface top. It's going to scratch, but not to be concerned about it. And then I have some more shelving here, some more storage here. So, for $100, really $109 each, I don't see how you can go wrong. I got a horizontal surface here for stuff. I have a horizontal surface here for stuff, and a horizontal surface here for stuff. But wait, there's more. There's 2 drawers. So this is really a win. It's difficult to find. We have a lot of Harbor Freights here in Michigan, but most of them on their website said they didn't have any in stock, and I can see why. It's a good deal. I've seen other videos where the price was as low as $79, and sure, it'd be nice to get it for $79, but $109, I'm not complaining about that. That's fine. So anyway, that's the presentation, and I hope you find it useful.